Welcome everybody. I'm Hein. Here I am. I'm Hein and I'm a Janome Educator, and today I get to show you my favorite thing on the MemoryCraft 15,000. I kind of feel like Oprah with the many favorite things. And I see I have a couple of my good friends chiming in already. So if you're out there, go ahead, give a shout out, say hello, tell me where you're at, so we can see where everybody's coming in from. And there's my first quilting friend, Judy Johnson. How nice is that? So today, what I want to show you is how to use the basting function on the Janome MemoryCraft 15,000. Not only just the basting, but the part I really love is the custom basting. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see the machine and what I'm doing. And if you have questions, go ahead and do that. Oh, Erin's out there in snowy Alberta. All right, so here we go. Let's turn this around and look at the machine. There we go. So I'm using the Janome MemoryCraft 15,000 today. I'm going to wake it up over here. Was taking a little snooze. And I already have, well, I have my mask. I just have to show you how cute this is. I know we're making masks these days, and so let's take a little break from that. But this is a little one I did. I had some Janome fabric, so I made this little mask. So I'm going to set that aside, and then I will show you what we're working on. I have a sweatshirt here. It's a jacket sweatshirt, and I've been embroidering along the edge. And now I'm going to embroider way up here near the top along this zipper. And when I do that, I want to make sure that my fabric is stuck down there nicely and holding in place, even though I've got some magnets on here, and I can clip it and pin it, but I want to make sure. Hi, Ginger. Nice to see you. And oh, Allison, thank you for popping in. I just want to make sure it stays nice and steady in the hoop. So I have my design up here. And first, I'm going to bring my hoop forward for you to see what I have in the hoop and talk about that a little bit. So I have my sweatshirt jacket coming across. I have a template here of my design. I'm going to remove that in a minute because I don't need that. But if I was going to baste in here, oh, someone from France, hello. So if I was going to baste in here, it would baste way around my piece just like that. And that would be okay, except, you know, some of this would really be loose, and I wouldn't want that loose anyways. So first of all, before I start, I have to do one blatant product thing. Here it is. This is my favorite temporary adhesive. This is Artistic Tack by Janome. And what I love about it is when you spray it, it's sort of like silly string. It comes out just straight out, so it doesn't overspray and go everywhere. So here's Artistic Tack, and I'm just going to put that aside. So I sprayed that earlier before I put this down in here. And you can already see my tape's not even holding. So when you go to baste, and I'm going to put this back into center position, and I'm going to open up the basting function. So across the front here, this is your basting function. Oh, up from New Hampshire too. Up by Dave and Laura. So here's your basting functions. The first one is trace. And then the second two are a single baste and a double baste. Oh, someone loves my nails. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll make it through this. When I touch over here, this is custom baste, and this is the real part I really like, because I can set the size of my basting, and I can put in more than one baste, which is really nice. So the first thing I'm going to do is set the upper corner. You can set the top part and the bottom part of your basting function. So I'm going to push the A, and it's going to take me to the top of my hoop as soon as I touch OK. One thing I've done is I've already pulled up my bobbin thread from the center of the hoop here. When I baste, I do like to have it up. So I have it up. It's going to hang out there for a little bit. And my hoop's going to move now up to the top corner, and I'm going to take out, well, I'll take the design out in a minute. So I think the top of this is going to be fine. It's going to stitch over, it would stitch way over here and it would come down. It's the B end of it down here I need to change. So I probably need to move my B somewhere up here, maybe right in this area. I would probably bring the B. So I'm going to go ahead and touch the B section over here. And it's going to come all the way down to the original B. And then I'm going to move it using the dial on the screen. So you see the dial right here? So anyways, who else is watching? Oh, I love that. People are liking this feature. So I can just move this up in my hoop. And it's going to go slow, and then it's going to go faster. And then I'll need to bring it over. And then I'm going to kind of look to see how far up it's going to go. So it's going to end up maybe up in this area, if you can see my finger back here. And it's going to end up right in that area. And it'll just make a box up in here. So let me take off my design so it's not in our way and we're not poking through it. And I'll take the A off. And I'm going to go ahead and stitch this. Let me just move over just a little bit more because I don't want to bump the... There we go. All right, so I'm going to hit my start stop, and here we go. It's going to start up here. There we go. It's making a nice little box. Hi, Glenn. Thank you for liking our episodes. And we're going to be doing these every day, Monday through Friday, that is, at 3 p.m. So you have to check in and see which educator and what we're doing each day. We'll post it so you can see what we're doing. And it's just pretty fun to hang out with all of you and do this. So I have my first box in there. I'm going to do the hoop forward so you can see the box in there. So see how I have my first basting box right in there? Now I can put another one down in this area. So I'll go ahead and do that. Open my basting feature. And then I'm going to set the B portion first. So I probably want the B to be down here. Whoops, that's not the B. Let's see, this will be kind of where I want to go with my B maybe. Down in here. Open the custom baste. Set my B. And then it's going to the original B, the new one that I just made, and I'm going to bring it down here. Isn't that cool? I love how I can do this. Janome's thought of everything with their sewing machines. I don't know how I would do it without it. It really holds everything in place. Can we see previous posts? I mean, the other videos, they're posted on the site. You can see them from there. Ooh, somebody from Singapore. We're getting around. All right, so I have the B, and now I'm going to go ahead and set the A. It's going to go up to the A I posted up here, and then I'll just bring it down. Oh, we got someone from Illinois. Which machine am I using? I'm using the Memorycraft 15,000, the quilt maker Memorycraft 15,000, but you can find the basting feature on most of Janome's embroidery machines from the 500 on up, the 500E, the 14,000. The custom baste is on both the Memorycraft 15,000 and the S9. They both have custom baste, but you will find the other basting, the general basting, on the other machines. All right, and we got Colorado in the house. All right, let me bring my A down a little bit, and I'm going to come over a bit and down. There we go. So it's going to baste this area right here when I touch the button. All right. Florida. Hello, Florida. Is it warm down there? We're starting to get warm weather up here. All right, here we go. We're going to push the start button. But you know what? I really want to pull up my bobbin thread before I start. So I'm going to pull it up over in this area so it'll get a nice long tail. The reason I do that is our threads are very... oh, we got somebody from Delaware. I'm in Delaware. These threads are very, very slippery. So if you don't have a long tail, it doesn't want to hold very well. So hello, Delaware from Delaware. All right, here we go. We're going to stitch the next one. It's going to come over to the start over here. There we go. And off we go. In the 80s in Florida. Okay. What thread am I using for basting? Well, I knew Judy would ask that. I have in my bobbin, I have Wonderfill. And then in the top, I have a bright pink thread. It's a matte finish thread that I have. All right, Cape May, there we go. Well, I'm from the northern part in Wilmington. So now I have my 2 basting boxes. I'm gonna bring my hoop forward so you can see them. There we go. So how often do you think you'll use that feature now that you know it's there? Oh, we got another one from Delaware. And we got Pat from Maryland's watching. Very nice. All right. So I have my 2 boxes now. I can go ahead and stitch it. It's going to stay nice and tight in here. My design's going to stitch over in here so I don't have to worry. All this bulk that I have laying here, I can plop it up here, but I don't have to worry about it pulling it out of the hoop because it's going to keep it nice and tight down there for me. All right, got some more Florida people. All right, so I hope everybody enjoyed this. Let me turn this back around. There we go. All right, so make sure you tune in every day. We'll be hosting these. There'll be a different educator every day. And make sure you check out your dealers. A lot of our dealers are doing phone orders with curbside pickup, so you don't even have to get out of your car. You can just pop on by, beep once or twice, give them a call. They'll bring it right to you. So that's really easy because we're going to run out of stuff like stabilizer, thread, or whatever we need, or maybe we need a special foot. So make sure you're doing that. Oh, how am I bringing my hoop forward? There's a button on the front here. I'll turn it back around. I think the actual name of it is the hoop back button right here. So that moves it forward and backward, and you can choose. Oh, what page in the manual? I'd have to look that up and figure that out. Yes, this hoop is included with the machine. This is the SE hoop, the square hoop. It's the second largest hoop with the machine because we have 5 hoops with this machine. Oh, we got somebody from the UK. All right. So make sure I'm going to post a little our email address so you can email if you want to see any certain demos or features that you want to learn about. You can go ahead and post those and we'll pick those up and try to get them done. And I'm going to just turn back around one more time. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. I had a great time doing this. I'll be doing another one. I don't know what one I'm doing, but you'll probably see me in about a week and I'll do another one. Magnets, you just hop them over the edge of your hoop there. And check your manual because it shows you in there how to put them on. Hi, Michael Smith. Nice to see you up there in Canada. Custom basting, yes, it is in the manual. There you go. All right, everybody, I think I'm going to let you go. Thanks for stopping in and have a great day. Do some embroidery today and check out that custom based.